From the St. Louis Public Radio Newsroom, this is The Gateway. It's Friday, June 21st. I'm Wayne Pratt. Ahead, hip-hop and architecture. For one group of students, they go hand in hand.
I think it's a really cool combination to put together because you could think of like the lyrics of a song and you can build it up, literally.
St. Louis Public Radio's Jeremy Goodwin reports on a program that uses hip-hop as a tool to spark imagination and architecture as a way to improve communities. First, the news. Today is a court-set deadline for the state of Missouri to decide whether to renew the St. Louis Planned Parenthood Clinic's license to perform abortions. Doctors at the state's only abortion clinic say they intend to defy a requirement to conduct multiple pelvic examinations before carrying out the procedure. Colleen McNichols is a physician at the clinic. She says more than one exam is medically unnecessary and traumatic for doctors and patients.
Having spent now a few weeks doing that, we really felt like we had been pushed to a point where the sort of medical ethics of the care that we're providing were really being pushed and crossed over a line.
The clinic started conducting both exams after a state inspection this year found it was not following the rule. One examination is required at least 72 hours before an abortion. Another is supposed to be carried out on the day of the procedure. The clinic has stopped conducting that first exam. Summer officially arrives today, and volunteers are again stepping in to provide support for the homeless as temperatures rise. Here's St. Louis Public Radio's Shayla Farzan.
Christ Church Cathedral feeds about 130 of the city's homeless every Saturday. And unlike other churches in the city, its doors remain open on weekdays, so homeless people can escape the summer heat. Reverend Kathy Adams Shepherd estimates the church spends at least $10,000 to $15,000 per year just to cool the building. But she says it's an expense they're willing to shoulder to keep people safe.
I don't know how we all can walk by people outside when we're rushing to our car to cool off. Why should anybody be outside when we wouldn't be? Plus, it's dangerous.
Adams Shepherd says the biggest gap in city services for the homeless is the lack of a permanent 24-hour walk-in shelter. I'm Shayla Farzan, St. Louis Public Radio.
Former state senator Rita Hurd Days will be the Democratic candidate for the vacant District 1 seat on the St. Louis County Council. A committee nominated Days last night after a contentious process. Hazel Irby resigned in May to join County Executive Sam Page's office. County Councilwoman Rochelle Walton Gray supported Committeeman James Cotter and unsuccessfully tried to stop last night's meeting. But County Democratic Party Chair Mary Elizabeth Dorsey says everything was done properly.
The meeting happened. It happened within the statutory time frame required, and Rita Hurd Days was selected as the party nominee for the special election in August.
Days will run against Republican Sarah DeVoli in the heavily Democratic North County District. A group of nearly 30 children, well, mostly teenagers, gathered this month at the public library in Normandy to draft rhymes and draft building concepts. A Wisconsin-based organization called Hip Hop Architecture Camp came to town. As St. Louis Public Radio's Jeremy Goodwin reports, the concept is to foster the creativity at the root of each discipline and recognize the relationship between music and place.
There's a beat running on a loop in the background as a room of kids are sketching out ideas for buildings they'd like to make. The assignment was to imagine a building that would improve their community. 13-year-old Saskia Dentman is designing a very snazzy-looking homeless shelter. She crafted a clever design. It's a 5-story building made of squares arranged in an abstract shape, complete with rooftop garden. She made a model of it with recycled household objects and craft supplies.
I created it using this square as my base, and so then I put the boxes together with glue and I added shrubs because we need gardens. And these holes are supposed to represent glass ceilings.
Her idea fits right in with the message of the camp, that many neighborhoods where hip-hop has historically flourished can be improved through better, more thoughtful urban design, which then could be reflected back again through the music. Music producer Alonzo Lee is a St. Louis native. He's worked with Ludacris, Usher, Britney Spears. He's a special guest at the camp this day.
I think it's good to use hip-hop as a way to pull the youth in because basically that's something they're very interested in anyway. So when that's used as a tool to engage them, then we can teach them other aspects of city planning, city development, what it means to be positive versus negative, and how things adversely affect our communities and how to make change.
Camp instructor Adam Walker is a locally based architect. He gets everybody ready for the day's big event.
Start memorizing your bars so that when we get to the rap battle, you're feeling comfortable. Listen to the beat, making sure that you're lined up with the beat.
The rap battle he's talking about is a big deal at the camp. The kids had just a day to write and practice their rhymes, but they bravely take turns performing them in front of everybody.
Young architect, trying to get a check. St. Louis, you know that our city's right. We gonna make better opportunities. People like you and me commit to the community. We gotta have the love, the peace, crush the beef between me and my enemies.
That's Janae Ross. She's 14 and lives in Florissant.
I don't know, I think it's a really cool combination to put together because you could think of like the lyrics of a song and you can build it up, literally. I think that we're just learning the concepts of building up stuff and how you could be so creative with other unique strategies, such as hip-hop, to put together with architecture.
Some of the kids here were drawn more by the architecture angle and others by the hip-hop part. Libra Morgan says she's been interested in architecture for a little while. For the rap battle, she wrote some very socially conscious rhymes.
It was just about, how we're basically just killing our own people and making our population go down, and how I've heard lots of shots where I've lived and at night and how I get scared and everything.
It's not funny how we killing each other. People walking home thinking how they lost their mother. Kids fighting in, getting hit up in the head. It's no more oohs when that kid is dead. In my vision, I see us killing and killing. I'm only 13. How am I not shots on chilling? It's not cool when people get robbed of their money, their family, and all of their life.
Whether they came into the week most interested in crafting blueprints or beats, the time these campers spent combining the two has already made an impact. Saskia Dentman, the girl who made a model of that environmentally friendly homeless shelter, says that after this week, she thinks she wants to be an architect. I'm Jeremy Goodwin, St. Louis Public Radio.
Our Shula Newman edited that report. Shula is also the newsroom boss. Her fancy title is executive editor of St. Louis Public Radio. Music by Ryan McNeely of Adult Fur. I'm Wayne Pratt, and from the St. Louis Public Radio newsroom, this has been The Gateway.
Support comes from Mosby Building Arts, a design-build company committed to remodeling the right way. Visit callmosby.com to get project inspiration for any room of your house.